Oh, okay. What Python is, guys? Python is general purpose dynamic typed object oriented, interpreted, and famous programming language. And general purpose, what is general purpose? Everywhere Python. Everywhere Python means Python can be utilized in web development. Python can be utilized in data science. Python can be utilized in artificial intelligence. Python can be utilized in blockchain and games, mobile apps, cyber security, whatnot. Everywhere in the world, everywhere in the IT, Python is definitely needed. That is the why reason we are learning Python. So great. And the next one, very important point, dynamic typed. No need to define any data type like int, float, char, string, bool. Directly you can give the value for the variable. If I'm going to be giving x is equal to 10, automatically a value is going to be stored in x. It means what? There is one bucket, guys. For this bucket, name is x. And on top of the bucket, inside the bucket, I'm pouring with a value called 10. I'm pouring with the value called 10. Then whenever you are pouring with value called 10, automatically this x is going to be occupied with the value called 10. Now, 10 is basically integer. Automatically your x also integer. Automatically your x also integer. Why? Because of you poured the integer type data, and automatically this x is going to be taking integer. If you pour float value, automatically this will be floating type data. There is one more container. Here we are pouring the value called 10.5. You are pouring the value called 10.5. Obviously, this y is float based on data you provided. Variable can take the type. Based on the data, type is taking, that is why we called dynamic typing. And there is a one more container. This container, I am pouring the value called string, suppose ABC. I'm pouring the value called ABC. Based on this ABC, this Z is going to be taking as a type string. This is going to be taking a string. So that's the benefit of Python, dynamic typed programming and interpreted programming. Try to understand. And then I want to go for next concept. Python is object oriented. Object oriented, nothing but object oriented programmings are actually powerful. You take Java, you take C++, you take C Sharp, you take PHP. All object oriented programming languages are powerful and reused code you can able to write. Python is following very good benefit called object oriented. Then classes, objects, properties, methods, inheritance, all the things are available. And one more thing, the world topmost technologies, the world topmost technologies like AI or data science following Python. Data science depends on Python. Why? Because in artificial intelligence and data science, we are going to be writing complex algorithms, big complex algorithms. When people are writing complex algorithms, writing lengthy code is complex, and people are learning these kind of big technologies with the small, simple code called Python. That's what great. Next, interpreted, executing code line by line. What is compilation? Compilation is where Java is going to be working with JVM, and it is going to be converting into the machine language and executing the output. All the code executes once. Let me draw the picture for compilation. So whenever you want to draw the picture for compilation, it's very simple. For example, you have the Java code. For example, you have the Java code. And Java is going to be compiled with JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Java compiles with JVM, Java Virtual Machine. That is going to be sending or converting Java code into bytecode by the JVM compiler. It is going to be converting into the bytecodes like zeros and ones. And all this code is going to be executing into your laptop or desktop, whatever it may be the system. This is called compilation. Compilation is powerful. You can able to find out the compile errors in the compilation. What interpretation is going to be doing? There's a problem with interpretation. in runtime, we can't able to find out compilation issues. The code executes line by line. Finding issues is having a big problem. But anyway, Python is going to be following interpretation with the Python interpreter. There is a Python interpreter. With the Python interpreter, Python is going to be interpreting and giving the output to you. This is very, very sharp one. Python is very, very sharp one. It is taking interpretation. It is having less code, simple code, and easy to understand, easy to write. Anybody can able to learn. Finally, interpretation. What is compilation? What is interpretation? Just I written like this. Interpretation is Python code sends to Python interpreter and giving the output. Features of Python. Let me write one by one. Features of Python. Python, first of all, Python is simple code. Python have big library set, like all libraries like NumPy, Pandas, SciPy, and scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, all these for data science modules, data science libraries. Kiwi, basically Kiwi for mobile apps. Whenever you want to develop some mobile application using with Kiwi, you can do. And Django, Flask, both are for web development. Using Tekinter, you can go with and you can do with GUI, graphic user interfaces. You can able to create. And PySpark for big data. For big data, PySpark is there. Spark Scala is there and PySpark is there. PySpark is very, very good in the cloud systems, big data systems. Yeah. So anywhere Python is there, it's good. And one more feature, Python is open source. It's free of cost. How much time if you want to use, you can use. There is no need of payment for this. Python has good website like readable documentation. Python having good block support. And Python is dynamic type, no need to worry about the data types. Python code follows indentation. Python have data structures. Comparing to other programming languages, Python is very, 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 very simple. That's it. And Python support with all editors. Lot of editors there are. Notepad, Notepad++, VS Code, Anaconda Navigator, Jupyter. In Anaconda Navigator is environment. In this environment, you will be having lot of editors included, like Spider, Jupyter, VS Code, PyCharm, all these things. And PyCharm is separate IDE. You will be having PyCharm separate IDE. You can download it in Eclipse, Autumn, Sublime Text. But we will follow this one, Anaconda Navigator. Please download and install Anaconda Navigator in your machine. The Anaconda Navigator. Please try to install Anaconda Navigator. So how to install Anaconda Navigator? I will show. Open Google and find out for Anaconda Navigator download. There you can have individual edition. Go for individual edition. Just go for individual edition and click on download button. That's it. If you click on download button, automatically one file is going to be getting download to you. After that, click next and install Anaconda Navigator. First of all, when you install Anaconda Navigator, then I will show something now to you. We will be having a desktop. On desktop, I created one folder for you. Here, and here in this today's folder 28th, I want to create a new file. Let me go for the new file, create a Python 3. This is Python 3 file, and if you want, you can save it. How to save the file? Go to file, save as something like a demo. Don't give any extensions, just give demo. The program file name is demo. Save it. The file got saved. Now you can write Python code. Okay. First of all, I'm writing something like a print statement. Print, just like hello Python. Enter. Hello Python. I got output hello Python. Just give 2 plus 3. Just give 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 got printed. Just give some more things. 1 plus 2 plus 1, 2, 3. Now we can do subtraction. 12 minus 4. Shift enter, shift enter. Every time you're writing something in cell, you need to give shift enter. When you do shift enter or run button. There is one run button available here. Can you see? Observe. You click on run button. You click on run button, or you can go with the shift enter. Okay, so 12, 4. I got 8. And let me do the multiplication. 12 into 3. Let me go for the square. 2 to the power of 3. I got a cube actually, 2 cube. And I want to go with the square value for this. You can get output immediately. This is machine. If this calculation we are going to be giving to the person, he will take a lot of time, but machine is going to be giving you within fraction of seconds. So much benefit with the Python, so much benefit with any programming language. In the same way, Python is working like a calculator. We can do that. Percentile 4 or 5. Okay, so we got output 2. 2 is the remainder. This is going to be remainder. And this is going to be a power. And this, this is multiplication. And this is going to be, this is also multiplication. And this is subtraction. And this is addition. So please try to understand all these codes. This is very, very simple. And let me take the code. If you want, you can put into the normal editor. Put into the normal editor wherever you want. And all outputs I got. Okay, don't take like this. You have to copy paste the code like this. This is code now. Take the code from this and put into this and save it as inside this file.py. .py is extension whenever you are going to be creating files with the Visual Studio Code. py. So this is Python file, and where you have the run button option, you can click on run button option. We got output, a very simple output, hello Python, and you can write anything. Name is equal to something like Shivani, and I want to print the name. I can able to print the name directly. Save it, and then click on the run button. Permissions denied. Okay, fine. Click on run button. We got the hello Python and Shivani. This is the pattern for writing code in Python.